The S&P 500 trades at a PE of 28, but I found 3 very interesting companies under 15. One has Buffett adding shares, one crashed 75% but earnings grew 28%, and one pays 6.7% in dividends. Same low PE, 3 completely different stories. If you're new here, I'm the Bold Investor, and on this channel we focus on what actually matters in investing. Today that means analyzing these 3 companies to understand what these PE ratios actually tell us. And today's video is sponsored by Forecaster, a great platform for deep research that helps you better understand any business. We'll be using it throughout our analysis. First, we have Chubb Limited. So what exactly is Chubb? Let's use Forecaster's AI Business Explained Simple feature. Chubb Limited is a major insurance company operating in the financial services sector. It specializes in providing various types of insurance, particularly property and casualty insurance. Now let's look at what Forecaster's AI agent is saying about recent developments. Chubb Limited experienced a downturn in its stock performance during recent trading sessions. Okay, so the price is down. Now let's find out why. So there were some negative articles, but more about the sector than actually Chubb. But we can see that some institutional investors were selling this company recently. On the positive side, we can see articles that mention disciplined underwriting, consistent growth, and industry-leading combined ratios, positioning it as a durable compounder for capital preservation. So in the first glance, it looks like we have a strong company, but the stock price is going down. That's exactly what we like to see as value investors. Here's where it gets really interesting. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway owns Chubb as his 8th biggest position, and he's been adding to this position recently. When Buffett is buying, that's worth paying attention to. Net profit margin is outstanding at 15.5%. This shows Chubb has excellent pricing power in the insurance industry. They've been buying back shares, reducing share count by 9.9%, and the net debt payback period is just 1.1 years, meaning they have very strong financial health and could pay off debt quickly if needed. Revenue growth is at 11%, free cash flow at 13%, and earnings per share at 10%, all above our 10% threshold. That's solid, consistent growth for a mature insurance company. Dividend yield is 1.3% with a very conservative payout ratio of just 15.9%. This leaves plenty of room for future dividend increases. Now for the most important part. Is Chubb undervalued? So the PE ratio is just 11.5, and based on company's average growth, the fair value is $560 or $390 with our 30% margin of safety. Based on industry average growth, fair value is $350 or $247 with the margin of safety. And when we look at the growth that analysts predict, we get $287 or $200. The current price is $300, and our average fair value with margin of safety is $280. So on average, it seems fairly valued. Of course, as always, it all depends on which story do you believe in. But Chubb is a solid, well-managed insurance company with Warren Buffett's backing. It's showing consistent growth, excellent profit margins, and trading at a PE of 11.5 in a market where the average is 28. Now let's look at our second company, PayPal. Most of us know PayPal, one of the world's leading digital payment platforms, but the stock has been absolutely crushed. The 5-year return is minus 75%. Let's go to Forecaster and try to find out why. And this first graph is super interesting. We see the declining price and at the same time we see sales going steadily up. Net income dropped in 2023, now it is back up again, but the price did not follow. And PE is steadily going down for years. And we can understand it in more depth if we go to future expectations, where we can read most investors expect PayPal to deliver modest but steady growth over the next 12 to 24 months, with earnings helped by cost control, margin improvement, and aggressive share buybacks rather than explosive revenue gains. So PayPal is no longer treated as a growth stock but a slow grower. And that is most probably the main reason for the stock decline. But if the market overreacted, we have a chance to get a great company at a very nice price. Now here's the concerning part. Zero elite investors own PayPal. The smart money has completely abandoned this stock. But the business itself is actually healthy. Return on invested capital at 12.2%, net profit margin at 14.4%, and they can pay off debt in just 0.6 years. And here is where it gets really interesting. Revenue growth at 14.8%, free cash flow growth at 14.6%, and earnings per share at an impressive 27.9%. Now, you don't get these great results like you did till 2020, but it is not minus 75% down like the stock price. And the current price is $56 with a PE of just 12.8. Our average fair value with margin of safety is $93, showing a massive valuation gap of 64.9% upside potential. So the valuation score is 3 out of 3. Every scenario with a margin of safety shows that PayPal is undervalued currently. So it seems like a classic hated stock with strong fundamentals. But there are reasons for people running away from it, so it is never that straightforward. Our final company is Altria, the maker of Marlboro cigarettes. This is a classic sin stock with a massive dividend. The 10-year return is only 5%. If you factor in the inflation, you would have lost money over a decade. The stock has been essentially flat for years. Zero elite investors own shares. Smart money is staying away. And what about financial health? Well, here Altria shines. Return on invested capital 27% and net profit margins of 31%, among the highest margins of any company. Tobacco is extremely profitable. Revenue growth is just 1.3%, so it's barely growing. This is a shrinking industry as smoking rates keep falling. But they are finding new markets and new products, so it is not a dying industry. And here's why people buy Altria. Dividend yield is 6.7% with $4.12 per share annually. That's massive. The payout ratio is 78.6%, so that is very high, leaving little room for increases. But for tobacco companies, it is a normal situation, and they are a dividend king. They are growing their dividends for over 50 years, so most probably it is not going to change anytime soon. The current price is $61 with a PE of 12.5. But our average fair value is only $42, meaning Altria is overvalued by 30%. Now, if we look at the valuations without the margin of safety, we could easily say it is fairly priced. But when we add the 30% margin, the story changes a bit. Altria offers a great 6.7 dividend yield, but it has minimal growth and it is trading above fair value. A low P doesn't automatically mean buy. It doesn't even automatically mean cheap. You need to understand why it has this PE ratio and compare it with other valuation methods. And Forecaster is a great place to find answers to such complex questions, either by taking advantage of their AI features, which we were using in this video, or by going to fundamentals, where we have all the most important information in one place, or if you want to go even deeper, you can always go to raw data and analyze everything using their numbers and charts. And if you want to try it out for yourself, use the link in the description. You can get a free trial period, and with a code BOLD10 entered at the checkout, you will also get a 10% discount. If you found this analysis helpful, make sure to check out my video on 5 stocks politicians are betting big on in 2026, where you can find other interesting investment ideas. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.